Hey guys, it's Still here, and at the start of the week was Minecraft Live, so let's go through everything that was announced and changed. Though, before we do that, on Monday it was actually my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, so it meant a lot to me if you'll consider hitting the subscribe button and liking this video so more people can see it. Anyway, let's get on with the video. One of the big things, the Warden has been pushed back to 1.19 as they said in the live they would like to put more work into the Caves and Cliffs and don't quite have enough time to finish off the Deep Dark, and they're going to be adding heaps of new content to the Deep Dark anyway to make up for not getting it in the 1.18 update. As Mojang already stated, they really want the blending between old and new worlds to work well, so with this new blending it will use the old chunks in your world, and if you don't use them as much or you haven't been in there as much time, it will actually generate some of the edge chunks of it and make it so it's more smooth and no jagged edges between your new and old world. They've also introduced a new mechanic where Java and Bedrock seeds will almost be the exact same now. They also announced that from November 2nd on Game Pass, Java and Bedrock will be available. They also showed us Blockbench, a new way to make your own custom mobs that you can put into Minecraft. This is used a lot by modders. They are adding new seasonal adventures in Minecraft Dungeons. There will be a free path and a paid path. Now, what you've all been waiting for, the new update, which will be called the Wild Update. Now, coming with the Wild Update will be the Deep Dark. As we already discussed, it's being pushed back, but in the Deep Dark it will have these new Deep Dark cities made of mostly deep slate and some other blocks that we can see in the trailer. A lot of them seem to have center monuments in the actual cities there, and that could be something significant regarding lore, but we don't really know. Along with the Deep Dark cities and everything in Deep Dark, it will bring a heap of new blocks, such as the Skulk Sensors, the Skulk Catalyst, and the Skulk Shriekers. Now the Skulk Sensor we already knew was coming, but there's been no real updates to it, so we know it will sense sound and movement, it can be blocked by wool, and now if you stand on it, it'll actually produce a noise and may activate the Skulk Shrieker. The Skulk Shrieker will give off a loud sound if it's activated by the Skulk Sensor, and will send out a new effect called Darkness, which will, from the looks of it, will have for 25 seconds. And if you activate this for more than 2 or 3 times, it will actually summon the Warden from the ground, which we can assume will be the protector of these cities, and it will come and attack you. Now, the Warden is summoned and will give off the darkness effect in higher amounts, and now we did know the Warden could actually sense your movement, but now it can even sense your smell if you're standing completely still, which is insane. But that's not even the best thing. The Warden, as we can see from the trailer, can 2-tap someone with full netherite. The next new block is the Skulk Catalyst, and if a mob is keyed in it and that mob drops XP, the player will still get the XP, but it will turn into these Skulk blocks, the XP on the ground, and when you mine these blocks, you'll break them and XP will come out, so you actually get double the XP from that same mob. And if you use Silk Touch on these, you can pick them up and you can use them in your build and stuff. And this brings us a huge possibility for more farms, including XP farms, if we can actually move these and have them turn lots of blocks into these Skulk blocks, and then we can get double the XP. As we can see from this graphic here, it looks as going to be update to birch biomes, and with this concept art we can speculate that there might be new fallen trees just like in Bedrock. The birch trees may be taller, more clusters of flowers, and we might even see mushrooms on trees, which could be really cool for builds. We now have the new chest boats to carry even more things in the boat with you, but unfortunately this will be only one person, and this will go well with the wider rivers coming in the Caves and Cliffs update, and it'll be easier and more viable to navigate rivers. In past Minecraft lives, we've seen the biome update, and we actually voted for the mountains then, which was Caves and Cliffs update, but now we get the new swamps and the mangrove swamps, which was one of the options in the last biome vote, and they said they'll eventually do all of these biomes, so we can assume next will be the Mesa with some eagles, maybe. In this update, it also brings a new type of wood and some new saplings, and the roots you get from the fully grown trees will actually, we think, fall down into the water and maybe even plant themselves, which should be cool for some farms. We also have these new blocks, mud, which is going to be renewable by putting a water bottle on a piece of dirt and will turn it into the mud. And if you put this above a piece of dripstone in order to drain the water, it'll actually turn into clay, and we now have renewable clay. With the mud, you'll actually be able to make mud bricks, which Minecraft wanted to add to make it so more people could build their actual homes in Minecraft, because lots of people around the world actually have houses built out of mud bricks. Coming in a new update will actually be frogs. They have babies, which will not actually be small frogs, but will be accurate and they'll actually be tadpoles, and they'll live in the water, and when they grow up, they will turn into frogs and come onto land. These frogs will actually have different variants, and if the frogs grow up in different biomes, they'll look different. For example, if they grow up in a cold biome, it will turn green, like a snow biome or something like that. If it grows up in a tropical biome, like a desert or even a jungle, it will turn white. And the frogs that grow up in most other biomes will just be brown. These frogs will have different abilities to help the player, but Minecraft said they don't know what it will be, so we'll have to wait and see what that could be. And these frogs may drop frog legs that could be used in potions of leaping, but they may not drop anything, seeing as though Minecraft in the past has added mobs with no drops because they don't let people killing these mobs. The other mob also coming to the game is the fireflies, which frogs will actually eat, and it's unknown yet whether they'll be killable or just part of the environment, but seeing as though frogs eat them, they'll probably be part of the environment, but this could cause lots of lag. The winner of the mob vote this year was the LA, which was up against the Copper Golem and the Glare. The Glare shouldn't have won, and I was happy with the LA or Copper Golem. I voted for the LA, but a lot of people seem to be angry with not getting the Copper Golem, but I think the LA will bring so much more to the game. Thanks anyway, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!